I met Carol Ann in the early 80s when she was doing massages at a health club. And when she started massaging, giving me a massage, she started to find all of these areas that needed help. And so as she identified them, I agreed that they were problem areas, and I came to her for counseling, nutritional counseling, and she fixed me right up with some herbs and green magma and some other food products. And since then, I have been healthy. I've been coming back now since the early 80s, and I get massages and colonics and take the herbs and changed my diet. So I feel good, and I am good.
My name is Sam Handel. I've been coming to this place for about 2 years. I avail myself of high colonics, which are very helpful. Nutrition, which Carol Ann Bouts directs for us. It's also very helpful. I'm a cancer victim, and I've had this cancer for almost 3 years, and I'm still here. So I attribute a lot of it to the help I get at this institute.
I like coming here basically because it's not a lot of fluff, and every time I leave, I feel better than when I came. I actually feel like I've got my money's worth. And it's a very relaxed place to be. All the people that are here are serious about making you feel better. It's not why they're kind of being facetious and pampering you as they would in the salon. It's just a serious, get better and get well type place.
Yeah, I came because I had such a sluggish, constantly tired. I couldn't get a lot done around the house, which was creating a lot of friction between my wife and myself. And first with the colonics, and then with the minerals and the nutritional therapy. It's been fantastic. The nutritional therapy's really kicked in well, and I feel great. I mean, I literally have a lot of energy, a lot more energy. I'm getting a lot more things done, which was the main thrust of why I'm coming. And my attitude towards certain things is changing. So I'm really positive. I'm moving towards definite goals, and things are working out really well.
My problem was that I was running out of energy by about 11 o'clock in the morning, and just couldn't get through the day without dragging through the day. And that's why I started coming to Stress Relief to see what was wrong. And right now, I'm 50 years old, and I feel a ton better than when I was 40. My energy level's up, work is fun again. I have a lot more things that I enjoy, that instead of dragging through the day, I can really say, you know, life is fun again.
When I started coming to Carol, I took the nutritional test, and we identified areas that needed help, and so I changed my diet and gave up such things as tomatoes and spinach. I still remember that, tomatoes and spinach, and my migraine headaches went away, surprisingly. And since then, I've slackened off on eating meat products and dairy products, which was another source of my headaches and my sinus congestion. So I'm feeling much better, and all of the changes in the diet and the foods that I've been eating have really helped. And I'm very glad that I've met her all those years ago.
I do traditional therapy as well, but this is my main thrust. I feel this is more important than the traditional. But I do that just to be part of the team. I can't say enough good things about this place. Everybody here that does their various crafts are very good at it. They're very dedicated and very thorough. So all in all, this is a good place to spend some time to get some real benefits of making your life better.
I'm a person who never wanted to admit that I had any shortcomings as far as not knowing what to eat, not knowing what to take, and things like that. And everybody made it very easy for me to communicate and to get across exactly, you know, where I was having problems, you know, with, and I just felt that it taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about what I should do, what I shouldn't do. I learned a lot about nutrition and the things I've been eating for years that I thought were nutritious just weren't for me.
I've dropped, let's see, 23 pounds. The allergies are, strangely enough, without the use of more conventional therapies, things are still doing great. I'm a lot clearer. My sinuses are a lot clearer. The weight seems to be able to come off a little bit easier because I've learned more about my blood type and eating more for that than just geared to losing weight. And so it's a holistic approach. It's a whole life approach, and it's still got some things that I need to nail down. But it's definitely the way to go. Instead of worrying about this and then once that's taken care of, doing this, you know, kind of doing it all together.
I am kind of into health, and I try to take lots of vitamins, and I never get to work out much anymore. But I'm driving probably 8 hours a day. I'm probably working 16 hours a day. And the only time that I actually know that I'm actually doing something beneficial for myself is when I come here. I know I've taken a time out, okay, and I've actually pampered myself and rewarded myself for working like 80 or 90 hours a week. So that's kind of how I justify. I mean, I needed to come here, but this way I can certainly justify it. And it gives me a good chance to at least catch my breath and know that I've rewarded myself in some small way for all the hard work I do.
The colonic is something you got to try for a few times. Again, it might not work the first time, but I did average, I guess, the first time, second time. I guess it was the fourth or fifth colonic. You'd have to see it to believe it. And when it's coming out of your own body, you feel really good knowing. Well, first you feel good knowing it's coming out, but again, when you're going through it, you're letting a lot of bad stuff out. So you've got fevers coming and going. Your body's almost like, not shaking, but your body's literally getting rid of things that's been in your body for 10 years. And I just couldn't believe the amount of crap, if you would, that came out of my system. And then it was like, you just feel great knowing that came out of you.
I came here and had problems with constipation, and the colonics were of great benefit. They leave one feeling very, very good afterwards.
The colonics certainly have made me feel better and have given me more energy.
So a lot of times I come here, I'm a little down, I feel bloated, I feel uncomfortable, whatever the case may be. I feel I need a clean out. And when I get the colonic over with, I'm cleaned out.
I haven't been back to a doctor, and I don't foresee myself going to a doctor. You know, I'm fine. I haven't had a flare-up in 3 or 4 years I've known you, and I pretty much I watch what I eat now to the extent of I'm not eating 1 or 2 plates of buffalo wings every week, and I'm not eating the cheeses and the pizzas and the bulk and everything. Eat a little bit of breads, and you know, eat your proteins, and still work. And I mean, I burn the candle at both ends. I work hard, I play hard.
Colon hydrotherapy is a cleansing of your colon area, and it goes from there up. It is a necessary thing to do because it's just not for somebody who is very, very ill, but it's for everyone that can have it because it does cleanse your whole body because it's all the different impurities that are in your system and stays in there. These things clog your intestines, and people don't realize that you have to soften that up, and the only way you can do it is with a colon hydrotherapy.
Physicians have been fantastic. They've become friends. You know, we're constantly exchanging ideas and information. And I'm amazed at the depth of people that are here. I mean, there's people that have written books here and that have really done some real life work on themselves, and it shows, and it transfers to what they do.
Well, I always joke about the colonics, like the combination colonic and pedicure. But the colonics, once you get over the first colonic, which is a little scary, and it's good that no one really tells you what's going to happen, until you have one, and then the relief and the feeling you have of actually being about 5 or 10 pounds lighter than when you walked in is almost addicting. It's just hard, I think, for the average person, unless they really are serious about their health, to spend the money maybe, but if they had any idea about what it's going to do to increase their chances of having really a healthy life, they probably go do it. But I think it's a lot of people shy away from it. But literally, colonics could be addictive. If once you start having it and you're willing to pay the money and stay healthy, that's how much of a relief you get from just that kind of bloated, heavy feeling that we are used to carrying around with us.
It doesn't feel any more than a bit of water that is going into your area of your colon, and it's very, very simple to do. Once you feel like a slight bit of pressure, you tell them and they release the water, comes out, and it's a cleansing agent.
No discomfort, none. It's very easy, very comfortable. I don't know where people get some crazy ideas that they're afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's genteel. It does a good job. Gets rid of a lot of toxins and poisons that are locked up in you for a lifetime. It's got to come out. Death begins in the colon. I've read that from a number of medical doctors, and it's true. You clean out your colon, you're way ahead of the game. And I can't say enough good things about it.
I guess I was 30-ish, and it was like I turned 30, and I felt really, like a lot of people had said, you know, you're going to feel bad. And it was like, I did feel bad. I felt awful, and my body wasn't right. And I was at a point where I didn't realize coffee was killing me. I didn't realize Pepsis and sugars was killing me. I didn't realize, you know, you're just going through things you've done for 10 years, but now my body wasn't right anymore. I didn't feel good. I didn't care, and I was kind of, I won't say I was living dangerously, but I was living to the point where I didn't have much fear. I was living like an 18 or 17-year-old. I'm 30-year-old, you know. And yeah, I didn't have a real good outlook on it. And after going through and getting healthy physically, it's amazing how healthy mentally you get and how healthy spiritually you get. And it's like, yeah, obviously spirit God is the ultimate. I'm learning that also, but it's like, you know, spirit, mind, and body. And yeah, it's for real.
There's no pain involved at all. It's basically lay there and relax and breathe deeply, and there's no pain or discomfort to speak of at all.
The center's definitely a place that you feel at home. It's quiet, it is clean, but it's not sterile. There's a familial feeling to it. You feel like you belong here. You feel like, I felt anyway when I first came here that this was the right choice. I could feel that there's something going on here before I ever had anything done.
Just not afraid of 40 anymore. I didn't think I was going to make it to 40 when I was 30, really. I mean, I was feeling awful. And I just didn't want to get caught up going back to the doctors again that just treat symptoms and don't cure the problem. With stress relief, the herbs, the mental and physical knowledge that goes into the body, along with me working with you, it's almost like you guys can cure anything, really. It's that real.